So we're up here having a look at the potential of a South Calder walkway, which we are looking to start round about the Turbothy beach, which is where we are just now. Heading down through Stane Gardens and down towards Hartwood today. This will be the start of a 22-mile walk that cuts through various areas of North Lancashire's heritage, various areas of North Lancashire's forestry with its own wildlife and biodiversity. And we'll follow the Calder all the way down to Strathclyde Park where it finishes. So we came down from Turbothy Beach. We're now in Stane Gardens. We've cut through the sort of housing estate that's behind us, dropped into Stane Gardens here, and we'll be heading towards the Shotts train station and Shotts Main Street. So we've left Shotts. We have walked along just at the bottom of Shotts Nature Park. There's a path that leads through towards Newmill and Carthill Road, and we've headed south and we're now in the cemetery of Hartwood Hospital. Now, there's a local group, the Friends of Hartwood Pauper Cemetery, who have been doing some great work up here, uncovering all these graves, marking them, telling their stories, and these are stories that have been long forgotten. And when you come up here you can see these memorials and put names to the layers. So they're worth checking out on Facebook. They've been doing some great positive work up here. The next part we're heading down to from here is we're walking down towards Hartwood Hospital and the nurses' home. So, just like Hat, we are at Hartwood Hospital. So we're currently at the main hospital just now. And the next section that we walk down to will be down at the nurses' home, where a lot of nurses accommodation and training and stuff like that. I'll probably catch up with you down there. So we're currently down into nurses accommodation where they've done their training and living quarters. So this was hit with a fire in late 2025, can't remember if it was November or December, and it's completely demolished the full roofing building now. So it'd be nice to talk to anybody who used this building in their training days and maybe get some of their stories. So I came down the road from Hartwood Hospital and the nurses' home. We came down Allerton Road, so there's not much pavement to walk on, and there's no really side paths and stuff in the trees, so we need to be careful coming down this section. We've arrived at Murdostoun estate, and this was built in the 15th century. It's been in quite a few hands of ownership over the years, and nowadays it's two separate private care homes that own it. So we've got the Brain Injury Clinic that own one side, which is these newer buildings on the outside, and another private company owning the main building itself, which has fell into disrepair and it's obviously boarded up and closed now. So we're going to have a walk around this estate. We're going to go visit the mill and basically head out towards the north-south road over at Bellside, and that'll be us done for today. So I'm currently standing in the mill lade here, and this is actually shown on General Roy's map in 1750. Unsure how old the mill is predating that. I can't really see it in any other older maps when we just had a look there. It's labelled as a flax mill in the 1840s, and the flax mill used to use plant fibres and stuff to create linens and canvas and stuff. So it's quite an interesting site, definitely quite an old one. There's quite a lot down here just to have a wee nosy at. So definitely worthwhile wee visit, bit of a clamber to get down. So I've got William on the other side, turning the wheel. And that wheel as it turns would actually be turning what potentially would be the big wheel here as the water passes through the tunnel. Through the lade, sorry, into the section at the back there, and the water would flow off back into South Calder water. So you can see these wooden supports sticking up in front of us as well. Be interesting to see what that would be like. Just catching debris and stuff like that, stop it filtering back into the water. So yes, it's quite a cool mill site. So just at the pet cemetery up in Murdostoun as well. So we've got Wallace. That looks like a Mr. Bach, maybe Foch. Lady. We've got a Sanix, a Bram, Bob, a Dick and a Bobbin. And then this one here, so this one's going back to 1903 to 1918, all the way up to about 1946. And this one over here is a wee bit harder to read, but it looks like it's 1886 to 1904, that first one. I've got a William and Ellie maybe. Can't really make out the rest. But yeah, pretty cool. Got 2 gravestones in here. Can't see any other ones, but it could be in amongst those. If there is, it could be in amongst those bushes. So we're back up at Murdostoun, so that sort of brings us to a close today. We came from Shotts, Torbothy Beach, down through Hartwood and down to Murdostoun. So I've had a wee walk around each place, having a look to see what sort of path network there is, and whether it's walkable or whether you're walking on the roads and sort of fighting traffic and stuff like that. So this section here, it is doable. You just have to be careful on main roads essentially. If you want to go from point A to point B, you're pretty much on main roads. There's not much, there's no pavement, and there's not much green space walks between them to actually hug the Calder and come down. So interesting day, good day. I'll compile a wee video when I get up the road, and next time we'll do from Murdostoun down through Camanstnethan, down through Coltness and Wishaw, and we'll get a full sort of video of that sort of section as well, all along the South Calder way. But anyway, thanks guys, see you later on.